In many ways, these bud vases are some of the most simple objects I create, as all I'm aiming to throw initially is a straight cylinder with thicker walls towards the top so that they can eventually be thrown inward, collared into a narrow opening, which I then carefully let drop so that it slopes downward. The partly enclosed top makes these easy pots to lift off the wheel, and the following day, after the clay has dried out into a state we call leather hard, the piece is reattached to the wheel with some slip, and the vessel is then trimmed and refined using a selection of tungsten carbide tools and sharp metal scrapers. A foot ring is then turned into the bottom, and it's the outer ring that's carefully smoothed over and burnished that I stamp with my maker's mark. It's pressed lightly into the clay, sealing the vessel with my signature. After being biscuit fired to 1000 degrees Celsius, the foot ring itself can be waxed, and then I pour a jug of glaze inside the vessel and tip it out carefully, purposefully letting it coat the inward slope. And you'll have to forgive me, as I forgot to film the glazing of the outside, but essentially I grasp it by the opening and plunge it beneath glaze, right up to the rim. The following day, after the glaze has fully dried out, the section around the rim and the foot are given a good tidy, any excess dust being collected in the basin beneath, which I can then recycle and reuse. The bud vase is then reduction fired to cone 10, a manual process that takes about 9 hours from beginning to end, and a few days later, once fully cooled, the vessel can be unpacked. And here's the now 12% smaller, green, feldspathic glazed vase.